know that you're really passionate about, creating safer environments for kids. And I get the sense that this photo kind of highlights why that's of interest to you.
Indeed. I was, I said I grew up crossing Route 1 in Miami on foot and by bike. I was sort of a classic, uh, you know, bold, in fact, probably crazy cyclist. I would ride pretty much anywhere. I rode all sorts of places, Miami, Boston, Baltimore, and then I had kids. and and it became much more fraught. Uh, it's just much more complicated. Uh, we currently live in a small town in central Pennsylvania, and for years, I mean, when we moved here, I've been pushing to make it more bikeable and walkable. We had there was basically a recreation authority that I joined the board of shortly after we arrived here about 20 years ago that was working towards developing a rail trail. This is not that trail, actually, but it's a further extension of the rail line in the far west end of our county where this picture was taken. But I worked on the design and was on the board of the Rec Authority during the whole design process for the creation of the Buffalo Valley Rail Trail, it's not a long distance trail. It's basically a 9-mile trail, but it does connect communities, a couple different communities which are not connected by transit, unfortunately, uh, from the small town of Lewisburg to the small town of Mifflinburg. And in fact, if you take that trail, you can then connect off into on gravel roads to the state forest, Bald Eagle State Forest. We now have some major races that come to our area, like gravel races, because we have this little rail trail that provides that link.
Yeah, and I mean that kind of harkens back to the whole point of why many of these corridors existed, is it connected village to village, town to town, and you mentioned there's not good transit in between there servicing that, and yeah, if you can activate these abandoned rail corridors and bring them along into activity assets and ensure that there's good connectivity to the communities, it could also help in terms of revitalization of said communities and, bringing some life into some of these downtown areas.